Hello people of the earth and welcome to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and today we're taking a look at Commandos Strike Force. Commandos Strike Force is the game that became the turning point in the series of Commandos. It changed the game a lot, and after that Pyro seemed to just stop. They just stopped making new games, which is kinda sad and it makes me really sad. I would like to see more, but let me just go ahead and pump the first mission behind enemy lines and just show you off the game itself. Now, unlike in the previous games in series of Commandos, we do not have the as much tactical aspect as we had in the past. Now, majority of the things you're going to be doing are going to be from first person. You're going to be controlling only 3 characters. These 3 characters are the sniper, the spy, and the green beret. They also really changed from the previous games. As you can see, Sniper became a useful guy, unlike he was in the past. You know, Mr. I liquidate targets, but I'm good for nothing else. He can throw knives, he can be stealthy and etc, etc. The game implements this very simplistic stealth kind of action going on. You know, you move around much more, so it's kind of like the same idea. You generally do not want to raise alarm very much. Rather you would like to liquidate targets quickly and stealthily. So right now we're going to kill this guy. Oh, we missed. Let's go ahead and try again. We killed this guy. We're gonna switch back to sniper rifle and liquidate this target over there. So, as you can see, it's nothing like Commandos Commandos, what was it called, Behind Enemy Lines, or Commandos Beyond Call of Duty. Nothing at all. Of course there are certain similarities, you know, the tactical part of the game. You don't want to raise alarm and etc. But it's a nice change if you wanted to ask me. Even though they did not exactly succeed, the Pyro Studios did not exactly succeed with this game, it was a nice tryout of strength. And it saddens me very much that they actually did not continue making something similar. I keep press and enter. Oh, where is the alarm? Whatever, I don't give a rat says. Let me just kill those gets. And so I continue talking about stuff. So anyway, this is the sniper. He has the sniper rifle. He used some simplistic pistolier action, while he has this throwing knives as well. As you can see, in this game you can actually punch through the enemy forces. Well, not as much as in your average shooter, but you are generally much more efficient than you would be in the Commandos 1 if you would try to do the same action. You can take down enemies stealthily, you can just rush through the entire levels depending on the difficulty you set up. In hard, you will not be able to do that, trust me. You are able to peek through the locks, look at this. Ta-da! Oh my goodness, that's an enemy soldier! What are we going to do? You're also able to run within absolute stealth, you're absolutely inaudible, which is a lot of fun. And because there are 3 characters in the game, you are able to select one of them in order to actually select your playing style. You know, when you play as a sniper, you're playing the classical stealth. You don't want to be seen, you're just trying to play the game while trying to be as stealthy as possible. You also have the sniper rifle, which is extremely efficient at liquidating the target with one hit, but again it requires the precision from your side, which is not necessarily very difficult to perform, but it's something to pay attention to. Then again, when you are engaged in a direct combat as sniper, you don't feel as confident as some other characters, such as Green Beret, for example. So that would be enough for the sniper. Let's just go ahead. I'm gonna show off all the characters and just try to continue talking about the game. Now I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm going to play. You son of a bitch. I'm going to play as a Green Beret. And I'm just going to demonstrate you the gameplay as Green Beret, but at the same time, I'm just going to continue talking about the game. So the game came out in 2006, and it wasn't a gigantic success, primarily because it has the word Commandos in the name. So, since it had the word Commandos in the name, everybody expected it to be Commandos, which it wasn't. It's like an action with tactical elements, but it's not what Commandos was, right? This hardcore puzzle kind of game in which you have to do specific actions or otherwise you are fucked. And if you're fucked, you have to load, and you load all the time. That's literally what you do. Like, if I would have to tell you, like, what was my experience with Commandos, like 50%, no, 90% of the game would be reloading. Loading, saving the game, loading, like, saving the game, trying to advance and realizing that I didn't really advance because the enemies are aware of my presence right now and I'm really screwed, have to try again. Whereas the Commander Strike Force tries to liquidate this nuisance part of the game, tries to mix up the gameplay elements, tries to give you this breathing moments with Green Beret when you can just charge with the shotgun, just kill everything in sight, and then use the spy to infiltrate enemy camp, then use the sniper to go ahead and make some headshots, or just throw some knives and remain stealthy. The game really changed, as you can see. And I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I do think it wasn't the perfect realization of what they could have done. The worst thing is that Pyro is actually not working on any Commandos project right now, as far as I know. I actually even went ahead and sent them a mail and asked them, so are you guys actually planning to continue working on Commandos, or you completely switched to the games for kids, right? They did not answer yet. I would be glad to bring it up and just see what they think about it, because it's their pride. That's what we know Pyro for. When you hear Pyro, you know, this Spanish development team, I hope they are Spanish, I'm not making a fool of myself right now, this Spanish team, and you know, and you ask me, what is Pyro, Mike? I'm gonna say, Pyro is Commandos. No one else can make Commandos but Pyro. Nobody else has neither the knowledge nor understanding of the title to make a Commandos game, okay? That's as simple as possible. But the worst part is that they're actually not working on it. And I would like to see them working on any Commandos game whatsoever. I would gladly play it. And yes, look at that shotgun action. No details whatsoever. Pixelized blood all over the place. Oh my god, children on the screens watching it right now. Mothers, you should have been more responsible. And that's enough of this, because the Green Beret has been wounded. And the sniper will go ahead and save his comrade. Beret, I'm going to save you. Die, you Nazi motherfuckers. Let's go ahead to main menu and go ahead and demonstrate you some spy action. Who's going to play as a spy? Yeah, this is the mission for us. We're going to play like a spy right now. So the spy is the third character in the, what do you call it, Strike Force. Is it correct? Yeah, Commander Strike Force. Spy is the third character and probably my favorite. And even though the gameplay as him looks a little bit silly from the side, if you're just paying attention to what you're doing, it's a lot of fun. Gigantic amount of fun. As a spy, you try to avoid enemies as long as you don't have the enemy set of uniform. Like, for example, these guys. They are soldiers, right? If I would be able to kill one of them and get the set of uniform for myself, I would be able to walk among them with relative ease. But at the same time, the specifics of the work of the disguise is that if you are wearing the disguise and there's a guy who has the same set of disguise, he will slowly figure out that you're not one of their own. Like, for example, if you're wearing a soldier uniform, and I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate it to you right now. Just let me live already, annoying assness. Let's go ahead and disguise. Look at him being a soldier and all. Now, if I'm going closer to soldiers will slowly figure out that I'm actually not a soldier, okay? So you have to be really careful with that. So look at this now. I don't have to sneak to be stealthy. But at the same time, when I'm sneaking, I'm remaining much more stealthy to the units that are closer to me, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and liquidate these guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate you the effects of the disguise. As you can see, their names are yellow, which means that they're actually able to see me and understand slowly that I am the enemy, which takes a little bit of time, which still allows you to move around, but you generally would like to avoid it. So it's like semi-stealth combined with brutal action. Look at this. Hello, people! How are you, bitches? Didn't you enjoy that? Sons of bitches, did you see that? Okay, yes. And now actually I don't have my disguise again, so I have to dress up. Yes, camouflage action. So that's the Commandos Strike Force in a nutshell. I really hope you enjoyed this presentation. There's nothing else to say. It came out in 2006. If you never tried the game, it's very interesting idea they came up with. And if they would try to actually implement them a little bit better, they did a really great job. They combined the spy with whom? With I don't even know, with Green Beret, right? Spy became much more fierce in combat. At the same time, they also made several changes in a way that they, for example, let's go ahead and hide. They made several changes to how Green Beret plays. He became a Russian charging bull, right? At the same time, they kept the integrity of the game in a sense that, you know, you still feel like you're doing tactical subversions, diversions, and etc. But at the same time, you're doing so many wicked shits, and it's so exciting. Like right now, I just changed my uniform to a higher level. All of these things were present in the Commandos, and they were slowly evolving from game to game. But here, they came to this epicenter of awesomeness, to just this juice of amazing combinations of all these things. But at the same time, they just changed the genre, right? They were like, screw that, we're moving towards the action genre. But they were not particularly neither experienced in that, right? Neither were they able to make the Green Beret action really exciting, right? So the problem that came out is that they kind of tried really hard to make a great game, but they couldn't do that. Not in 1,000 years, because they didn't have the experience to make it. But they tried. Hup! Hup! Take that, you sons of bitches. Anyone alive? Hup! Hup! Hit them bullets. Hey, enemy officer. Did you enjoy that bullet? Now, I got to stop dicking around and just conclude this at this point. I thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video and my commentary, go ahead and don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to see more of such content. And stay tuned for more content from me and QuickSaveTV, no tutorials. Fuck you all, you sons of bitches! Stealth my ass. This was Mike with QuickSaveTV. This was the presentation of Commandos Strike Force. I thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed the video and my content, just go ahead and don't forget to put a like on it, stay tuned for more, and have a greatest day. Bye bye.